Okay, so in this first class, we're going to be covering SEO optimization. So one of the best things you can do for your website is localize the content within it. So it's talking about your local area. It's going to come up in the search more often, and people looking for things like IT support or IT services in your local area. You're going to find that if you mention where you're located in your content, your blogs, you're just going to get found more often in the search. So this is going to increase your website traffic. So I'm going to show you how to localize your content for your website. And then I'm going to show you some of the things that you can be doing with meta tag descriptions. So that's in SEO speak. Basically, behind the scenes, there's this description that tells Google and Bing and what other search engines what your page is about. Well, you can get ChatGPT to actually write the meta descriptions for you and the tagging. So I'm going to show you that just now, and I'm going to use some of the content here that we release to our members at IT Rockstars every single month. At the time of recording, I've got an article here that I'm just going to download, and I'm going to take it. Let me see here. So this article is talking about how to use ChatGPT securely in your business. So one of the big things that a few of our clients, our members at IT Rockstars have mentioned, is they're worried about the intellectual property, the intellectual data that's going into the tool. So you've got employees working on the organization and they're potentially using ChatGPT and they're copying and pasting stuff from SharePoint into it to make it look better or compare it to something else. But what they might be doing in essence is actually copying and pasting like private intellectual property data or sensitive data. So you need to have a bit of a policy actually around how the tool's used in a business. So this piece of content here is a blog post basically about how to use the tool securely and with a little bit of compliance wrapped around it. So I'm literally going to take the article, maybe about 600 words. We usually read 500 or 600 word articles. And as I say, we do 4 of them every month here at IT Rockstars for our members. So I'm going to take the content itself and I'm going to ask ChatGPT, hey, I've got this content, but I want to localize it for my local area. Now I live in a place called Huntly in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. It's in the very far northeast of Scotland, but the biggest city next to me is Aberdeen. It's the oil capital of Europe, oil and gas capital of Europe. And when I did have my own MSP, that was where I operated. So for this example, I'm going to give you, this is where I'm located, Aberdeen, Scotland, and I'm going to localize the content for Aberdeen, Scotland. If you don't operate in a sort of local area, or if you're trying to scale into a certain vertical, you can also use the same application here, but for the actual vertical that you're talking about. And I'll show you that a little bit later. I'm going to ask, hey, can you rewrite this blog post and localize it for Aberdeen, Scotland? There we go. And what you can see here is it's now actually putting the keyword Aberdeen, Scotland into the sentence, where it's actually, if you read the actual article itself, it makes sense where it's been put in. So that's the first pass of localizing the content. Okay. If you're working in a vertical, we would then ask the ChatGPT, can you make this more specific? Can you make this blog post more specific for that vertical? I'm going to put dentists here. So can you make this blog post more specific for dentists? And the reason I'm doing that is we had a new member that signed up with us recently, and they're looking to go after the sort of dentists in their local area. They're building out a prospects list as part of our MSP marketing machine here at IT Rockstars. So what you can see here is the blog article is now being customized for the dental practitioner or the dental practice. And again, the benefit of this is if there's someone searching locally, say for example, there's a dentist practice searching locally, the search itself it's called personalized search within Google. It knows who you are and what your interests are. So it more than likely is going to show you content like this. So if you're looking for IT support in Aberdeen, Scotland, and you happen to be a dentist, more than likely you're going to see this article come up in the local area purely based on the fact that this content is actually being written for you. So that's how you localize the content, and that's how you can make it niche specific so that it's no longer a white label. The next thing that you can do with it is, as I've mentioned, is you can create meta tags. And the meta tags are basically, it lets Google and Bing know what the article is about. So let's go and just ask for the meta tags. Great. Can you write me a meta tag. It's called meta tag description. So can you write me a meta tag description that is SEO optimized and localized for Aberdeen, Scotland? Here we go. And as you can see, we now have our meta tag that we can apply to this. Now, if you don't know what you're doing with meta tags, don't worry about that. That's something that we can show you in IT Rockstars. It's fairly straightforward. It's just a plugin that you need for your content management system, and it can help boost your SEO. The next thing that we can do with this, we've now got this content. Let's say we went onto our website, our content management system. We've published the content now. We're ready for it to go live. How do we promote it? Obviously, we're going to use places like social media, and there's a tool within IT Rockstars that we recommend that automates this for you. However, if you're not using that tool, if you're not a member of IT Rockstars, I'm going to show you what you can do with ChatGPT to help with the social media aspect of stuff. So we're actually just going to ask it, can you write me 5 social media posts to promote this? Emojis and a call to action to read the new blog post for dentists in Aberdeen. As you can see, it's come up with all the content. And this is very powerful. That very first one that you see there, that first few words, hey Aberdeen dentists, that's called dog whistle marketing. That's where you basically call out within the copy exactly who it is that you're getting. What have we covered here? We've covered how to localize the content. We've covered how to niche the content down. We've created a meta tag description. And we've also managed to create 5 social media posts to promote the blog. We're pretty much done when it comes to this content, and you can quite easily hand this off. If you don't want to be doing this stuff yourself, handing it off to the right person, either a virtual assistant or someone in your team that can do this for you. And you've actually now got the video. You can actually just use this video and say, go and do this for our blog posts. So that's like that's a big win right there. You've got that, was it standard operating procedure, add it into your SOPs. You've got it now. Okay, I'll see you in the next class. If you've enjoyed today's episode of IT Rockstars, we invite you to check out itrockstars.net. IT Rockstars is the essential resource to boost your MSP marketing efforts. Every month, you'll gain access to 4 premium white label articles specifically crafted to attract high quality leads. Use this content on your blog, LinkedIn, and email. We'll show you how to generate MSP B2B leads for your IT service business. We can only offer this service to one IT company per area, so sign up today and lock your competitors out.